great out here.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll review our 2019 Can-Am Maverick X3 DS. So the base model, 120 horsepower model. I figured now would be a good time. And we don't quite have 8,000 miles, but we have just over 7,800. So close enough, and I'll show you that. I can get my key turned on here, and I'll tell you how many hours we have also. So there's the hour meter, 700 hours, and 7,803.7 miles. So 2019. We bought them June and July of 2019. So we have, we average about 3,500, 4,000 miles a year. And if you're not following along on the channel, I'll kind of give you a quick rundown of what we have set up. And then we'll kind of go through the good and the bad of what an 8,000 mile X3 is all about. So for those of you that aren't following along and haven't seen most of our videos, I'll kind of start from the front and work towards the back. So we're both running the front pre-runner bumper. Sherry has a 4,500 pound Can-Am winch. I have a 3,500 pound. Both winches have worked great. They're both wrapped. Sherry's is wrapped with AMR Racing graphics. Mine is a company called All Motor Graphics. And yep, our logo, they're awesome to deal with. We're running 32-inch, 14-inch rim sticky Zillas. This is our second set. The first set we just swapped out 2 days ago, something like that. And they were at 3,000 miles. And they were still almost close to half tread, maybe just a hair under half tread. We don't run a front sway bar. We have shock therapy springs. We have the Visco diff, but we have a Halo locker kit in it, which is awesome. So if you have a Visco and you hate it, then that's awesome if you don't want to spend the 4,300 bucks on the full Halo setup. Both running the Can-Am polycarbonate hard-coated windshields. Both have a 52-inch, or no, yours is a 50-inch light bar, mine's a 52-inch curved light bar. I have the metal roof, Sherry has the plastic roof. Inside, I have the Can-Am retractable harnesses, well, me and Sherry both. And then the kids have the Pro Armor stationary ones. MTX sound bar. We have, it's not in here now, but we run the rugged radio handheld with we have the mic set up and everything. So get that in camera. I'm not even paying attention where I'm holding the camera. Can-Am tablet holder. That's really it for like modifications on the inside. We don't have the turbo heater there. Yeah, so that's, and we have heated seats. We put the heated seat pads in here, which are amazing. For the rock sliders, we're running an SH tube, real low profile. They curve underneath. They don't get hung up on anything. They work great. Highly, highly recommend them. And I know what you're thinking. I'm missing a fender, and I am missing a fender. So if you watched our last video, I ripped it off. I haven't messed with it yet. We went with the Super ATV trailing arms. A really decent price. I think it was like 700 bucks, and they have worked great, flawlessly. Haven't had any issues with them.
Lifetime warranty.
Yeah, and you can't beat a lifetime warranty. Ooh. I'm gonna fall. Look, this. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna move closer so I can get there without falling. So, okay, I think we're good now. We're running stock radius rod still. Haven't. I think we bent. I think Sherry bent 2. I bent 1. So they're not the best, but they're not the worst either. I have an aftermarket pull plate, and Sherry still has the stock pull plate on hers.
Yeah, I was laying on it and it froze me.
So as far as like, that's what we're running as, you know, as a basic rundown. I don't want to take up you know, an hour of your time, but that's the basic overall. We have a WS 152, so 150 wheel horsepower from Whelen. That's the only performance mod that we've done, and we've had it since, I don't know, 1,500 miles. So we've been running it a long time. Hasn't skipped a beat. So what do you think we should do? Go over the bad things first. We'll go over we'll lead with the bad and then end with the good. So the biggest failure that I've seen on the majority of Can-Ams with high mileage between 4,000 and 6,000 miles is the final drive stripping out of the gear case in the back here, which happened to Sherry's. We made a video of that. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall. So if you're not familiar with it, what happens is mud, dirt, debris, whatever, gets inside of the axle in that case inside of here, and it slowly wears down the axle because the gear is harder than the axle. And then once the axle gets to a certain point and you take a good hit, the axle will spin inside of the final gear and pretty much wear them both out at the same time, which is what happened to Sherry's. So we pulled the transmission out, replaced the gear, put 2 new axles in it. So that was we did it ourselves. So if you're gonna do it yourself, I think the gear is like $350, and then both axles, I think we have like $700-800 in it. So not terrible if you do it yourself, or if it's under warranty. So Sherry's, it was a 6-month warranty. Mine's a 3-year, so mine's still under warranty. So when that happened to Sherry's, what I did was replace my axles. I put new axles in it because they were worn. So it hasn't happened to mine yet. And like I said, we're just under 8,000 miles. So I highly recommend doing the maintenance. Pull the axles out every once in a while. Put some grease on them, clean them out, put them back in. Keep them maintenance. So we've had Sherry's carrier bearing went bad. I also replaced mine. That was like a $35. That was like a $35 repair. Yeah, hers went at 5,000 miles. It's right inside a year. It actually happened in Tennessee on the trail. So we limped it back, and a buddy of ours had a spare. So we threw that in, finished off the ride, and then came back and I bought 2, one for a spare and one for mine. Belt life has been good. We usually change a belt around 2,000-3,000 miles, preventative maintenance type stuff. I've never blown a belt. We're not high horsepower, we're not wide open. We like to go fast sometimes, but most of the time we just rock crawl and stuff like that. So if you treat the belt fair, you know, you're not hitting stuff in high when you should be in low, you should be okay. As far as anything breaking, the frame has been strong. I've been on my side a few times, flopped over, Sherry's flopped over. Minimal damage. Some fiddle focus, some road rash in a few spots. Nothing too bad. I haven't noticed any welds breaking. The frame seems pretty strong. I can't remember which side. Yeah, this side of mine. When I rolled mine over, I broke this up. Got a little bit of rash there. Some other stuff. But overall the cage is held up perfect. I haven't been on my roof yet, so knock on wood that, you know, maybe that won't ever happen, but sooner or later it probably will. Wheel bearings, we've gone through some wheel bearings. I think we've been replacing them with all balls wheel bearings. They seem to average like 1,500, 2,000 miles, depending on how much road riding we do. If we go to West Virginia, we usually ride a lot of roads to get from point A to point B, and that's when we see wheel bearing failure. So I think we've gone through like 6 each in 8,000 miles. So $35 a bearing, you can't really complain. I think the brakes are about the same. We run EBC brakes. We've been getting 1,500, 2,000 miles out of them. Kids are over here. Look at it. Am I missing anything, Sherry? As far as like failures, weak points? I think weak points. The 72-inch machines have better A-arms. They're more like a box. These are like a tube. So that will be probably our next upgrade. Is the no, it won't focus, but mine's kind of bowed in, and I got a good hit on mine. I think Sherry's is the same, just from bashing into rocks and stuff. It's hard to see. Right there. So I would say that would be a weak point, and the radius rods could be upgraded too, but haven't really had too many issues. So usually if it's not broke, we don't fix it. I like to play it out and see what works, what doesn't work, and if it doesn't work, replace it. That's how we came about with the trailing arms. Mine kept getting bashed, and Sherry was getting hung up on hers. So did I cover the well and tune that we run? Did I mention that yet? We're at the WS 150 well and tune. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. Let's see. No front sway bar, sticky tires. Haven't really found too many weak points other than the final drive. A-arms. I like the seating position. Almost race car type. Some people like it, some people hate it. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. I actually like it.
Man, I'm 5'4" and I can still see.
Yeah, so
We get that question a lot.
yeah, 5'4", and the seats. A lot of people don't know that you can buy risers and you can adjust the front. So keep that in mind. If you're short or if you don't like the view, you can tilt it up, you can lean it back, you can get spacers, stuff like that. So they are adjustable. I did notice, you know, a few times cresting hills and stuff, you find yourself kind of leaning forward to look, but that's a trade-off. But the machine has worked flawlessly. I can't really think of any other negatives that we've encountered. So obviously we change the oil every 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles. We drain and put new fluid in the diffs every other oil change. We blow out the clutches every couple rides. Unless it's really dusty, yeah. Just upkeep on maintenance is key. We haven't had, that was Sherry's rear gear going was the biggest failure we've had in 8,000 miles in a little over 2 years. So yeah, we had it fixed in a weekend. Once we had the parts, it wasn't too bad. But they will cover it under warranty. I have heard that if you're running bigger tires or oversized tires, they might give you a hard time depending on your dealer and stuff like that. But mine's still under warranty until June of this year, huh? Yeah, so maybe I'll take it in and see what all I can get replaced under warranty before. But so yeah, maybe if you're wondering if you want to buy a warranty or not with yours, we're going on 2.5 years. I haven't had any major malfunctions that would have Cost me, I think, I pay $1,500 for 3-year warranty.
Yeah.
Depending on the time, you might pay less, you might pay more, but that $1,500, it wouldn't have. I didn't have to use the warranty at all, so I could have put that money elsewhere. With Sherry's, it was like $700-800 to fix yours, so, and put the new axles, that's including. So neither one of us would have benefited from having the warranty. So we'll leave that up to you. We do ride them hard, but we don't ride them as hard as some others. So they've been, I don't want to say beat, but they've been put through their fair share of abuse, and they've handled it great. So overall, very happy with it. I'm hoping for, at this point I wanted to upgrade, because I was like, oh man, 8,000 miles. I don't know how long it's going to last, but at this point I kind of want to see how many miles I can put on it. So if you guys are also running a high mileage X3, maybe let us know, put it in the comments, share maybe some of the problems that you're having, so other people can look down in the comments and see maybe
Or things you like.
yeah, or things that you like about it. I know most people want to know when they're buying it, like, what's going to happen. Is this thing going to last? What problems am I going to face? So really, in our case, no major malfunctions, no major issues.
In your camera.
You're going to be in the background of this video licking ice.
It's good ice.
How long were you there?
A couple minutes.
Oh my goodness. This is what I have to deal with. You were probably watching, you probably weren't even paying attention. You're probably just looking in the background, looking at my kids licking ice. You know how many fish and ducks and birds pooped on that?
It was on the edge.
Is it?
It wasn't on the edge.
So yeah, if you do have any questions, let me know. Trying to think of everything. I should have wrote a bunch of stuff down. I didn't write anything down. Just come down here, kind of winging the video. I'm using my cell phone instead of the GoPro. If you have any questions, definitely let us know. I will get in the comments. I try to answer every comment we see. Message us on Facebook, whatever. Don't be shy. Let me know. I'll answer any questions you have. I'm sure I probably forgot some. But overall, 8,000 miles, $800 there. Really nothing with mine. But you can't go wrong. And they've had their hard life, so nothing's bent, nothing's twisted, the frame's still straight. It's been banged up against trees and banks and been on both of its sides. Both rollovers were before we had a YouTube channel too, so unfortunately I didn't get any of that on camera. But let me see how long this video is going for. It's almost 20 minutes, so I think we'll end it here so I don't keep you too long. If you have any questions, let us know. Leave us a comment. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost anything. It really helps us out. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can grab some Can-Am Crew merch on our Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, just shoot me a message somehow, and we can do it through PayPal or Venmo. I think we have PayPal and Venmo, right? Yeah, so either one of those, whichever. And we've gotten a lot of questions on if we had a Patreon account. So we created a Patreon account. Really that's a way for all of you guys, or any of you guys that want to help support, and just all that support will go back into the channel. It'll make us able to go new places, create new content. It's just it'll help the channel grow into something cool. Hopefully it's cool now, right?
Bigger and better.
Yeah, it'll just keep getting bigger and better. So that's always appreciated. There's a couple different tiers on Patreon. You can check it out. Anything is appreciated. But that should be about it. So I just want to say thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions on the X3, let us know. Hopefully we'll be able to answer your questions. I know the machine's in and out pretty well now, so. But hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.